mindfulness is the word that people, when you hear the word mindfulness, the Pali word that people, that's coming from is sati. And sati is an interesting word because actually what it means is memory, to remember. So if you really wanted to say something, if you're mindful of something, you're keeping it in mind. You're remembering it. In the ancient, before there was written stuff that was written down, how you learned the Dhamma was you remembered it, you memorized it, and you practiced it. And it's interesting, I read this amazing book called Moonwalking with Einstein. And in this book, this guy talks about examines and for a year is with these people who memorize like whole books. And they just put it all in their head. And they have competitions to see how many people can memorize, how much you can memorize. And there's a section in there where he talks about the ancients. And in the old days, how you actually learned was, and this was everybody, this wasn't just like the most, the monks or the most, the biggest scholars. How you learned was you put it to memory. And then as you contemplated it and you had it in your mind. And it's interesting. I was meditating for years before I really got into the suttas. So from my experience was I was meditating, I had this experience, I started reading the suttas, and it was like, holy crap, the Buddha is saying exactly what I have experienced. And that's how I developed my confidence that what the Buddha is saying is right, because I saw it in my own experience, and then I read it first. But if you have it in your mind first, then as you're going along, it's a framework. That's what these suttas, this is what the discourses are. It's a framework for your experience. And so you can understand it, that's what this is. So mindfulness is not just, okay, I have to pay attention. Actually, there's another word, sampajanya, which is they'll often come together, sati sampajanya. When you hear mindfulness and clear comprehension, that's sati and sampajanya. Sampajanya is that clearly understanding, clearly knowing what you are doing. Like if in the body section, you know that when you are walking, when you are stretching, when you are going to the bathroom, all of these kind of things. So sati and sampajanya kind of work together in that regard.